So today we are going to discuss the topic capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Now let us take two parallel plates, this pink ones A and B, and they one plate A is charged with positive charge Q and the other plate B is grounded and the other plate B is grounded. This minus negative charge comes due to the effect of induction of this positive charge. This positive charge on plate A creates negative charge on the inside of this plate B and positive charge on the outside of plate B. Now, as the plate B is grounded, this positive charge goes to the ground and we are left with only the negative charge inside the plate B. Okay. Now, distance between the two plates is considered as D and area of each plate is small a. Now, electric lines of force are assumed to be straight lines because we have assumed that the area of the plate is very large compared to the distance between them. The area between the two plates, the area of the two plates is very high compared to the distance between the two plates. So we can assume that the electric lines of force are parallel here because in very short distance, electric lines of force will be straight lines and at the edges they may be a little curved. So we will, for this time being, we will not consider this curved electric field lines and therefore the electric field will be considered as uniform in between the two plates A and B. Now, suppose if we take a point, if we take a point in between this plate, suppose this is the point we have taken. Now, at this point, what happens? At this point, we can consider that these two plates are infinite because the distance of the two plates is very high than the distance of this point from the two plates. Understood? This point, the distance of this point from plate A and plate B is very less than the length of the two plates. So we can consider that the plates A and B are infinite with respect to this point. Now, if the plates A and B are infinite with respect to this point, then what happens is that there will be an electric field at this point due to the positive charge on plate A, and also there will be an electric field at this point due to the negative charge of plate B. Now we will find out the values of this electric field. Now the value of this electric field at this point due to the positive charge of plate A is E1 and it is equal to SCB by 2 into K into epsilon 0. Now, what is SCB? SCB is surface charge density. SCB is surface charge density, and SCB is equal to, let me clarify, SCD is surface charge density, and it is equal to charge divided by area. Okay, and K is the dielectric constant. K is the dielectric constant and epsilon 0 is the permittivity of vacuum. Yes, epsilon 0, I have written it with E0. Epsilon 0 is the permittivity of vacuum. And so we can, earlier we have derived the formula of finding out an electric field at any point due to an infinitely long conductor, and its value was given by SCD divided by 2 into permittivity of the medium into epsilon 0 permittivity of free space or permittivity of vacuum. Now, K dielectric constant is same as the permittivity of that medium. Okay. So electric field at at point A, at this point due to this plate A, positive charge of plate A, its value is SCB by 2 into K into epsilon 0, and its direction, that this is important, and its direction as it is positive charge, and always in order to find out the field we place a unit positive charge. So the direction is in this direction. Electric field is directed in this direction. Also, the electric field at this point due to the negative charge of plate B is the value is same because charge was same. So SCB divided by 2 into K into epsilon 0, and it is also directed in this direction. Why it is also directed in this direction? Because it is negatively charged and we have put a positive charge here. So there will be a force of attraction. So both are directed in the same direction. So the total electric field at this point, is the sum of these two, E1 and E2, and that is equal to SCD divided by K into epsilon 0, because half of SCD into K divided by K into epsilon 0 plus half of SCD divided by K into epsilon 0 will give you nothing but SCD divided by K into epsilon 0. Now, if we assume that the potential difference between A and B plate is V, so then what is the meaning of V? Potential difference means it is the amount of work done in order to bring a unit positive charge from plate B to plate A. Now this, what is the formula or expression for work done? It is the force acting on unit charge in that electric field into the distance. Now, force acting on a unit charge, we have already derived the thing that force acting on a unit charge is nothing but the intensity of that electric field. So, intensity of that electric field into the distance. So, potential, we have found out that potential between the plate is equal to intensity of the electric field into distance. Now, we have assumed that the electric field was constant. So, V will be equal to E into D. Now, what is E? E is SCD, surface charge density, divided by K into epsilon 0, and we have applied it with D. Now, if C is the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor, then C is equal to Q by V. Now, what is Q? Q is charge. So, Q is nothing but SCD into A. So, SCD into A, my mistake, I have written capital A, it should be small a. Okay, so SCD into small a divided by the value of V. The V value we have got SCD into D divided by K into epsilon 0. Now, if we solve this, you get final result of capacitance. It is equal to K into epsilon 0 into A divided by D. K into epsilon 0 into A divided by D. As I have told you in the earlier class that the capacitance of any capacitor depends on the distance of separation between them, right? So lesser the distance, more will be the capacitance. Now you can easily find out, see that C is inversely proportional to D. So more the distance, less will be the capacitance, and less the distance, more will be the capacitance.